Hey, can I ask you a question really quick? Few words. What do you have in the house? I say that, let me back up and just tell you about this woman in the Bible, 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 2. It was a woman who was now widowed. I talk about it in a previous video, but she was recently widowed and her husband left her in tremendous debt. And back in that time, they handled things differently. What was about to happen was the creditors wanted to take her two sons away so that they can work off the debt. And so she goes to the prophet Elisha and she's like telling him everything that's about to happen, frantic, getting ready to just think this is the end. She has no options. But he asks her this same question that I just asked you. What do you have in the house? Take a minute, think about it. Well, take all the time you need, actually. But she said, well, I have I have some oil that I was going to make a cake so that we can, just call it a day and be done with our lives. But he says, no, I want you to go to your neighbors and borrow vessels, vases. Go get them. And that's what she did. So, what do you have in the house? By the way, getting to the end of what happened with this lady, she actually had so many vessels that he said, just pour the oil. She poured oil, and the oil lasted until every single vase that she had was full, filled up to the brim. And what she did, she took those vases, and with those vases, she was able to sell them, and she had enough money to pay off the creditors, which saved her sons, as well as having enough money left over to live on. She was able to live on the rest. So again, I ask you, what do you have in the house? Now, in the house may mean your physical being. What do you have inside of you that can allow you to become more self-sufficient on your own? Well, you don't have to necessarily rely on your employer. You don't have to rely on just trying to make it and making ends meet. But what is it that you have in the house? What do you have inside of you? What intellectual property do you have that you can then begin to implement, put into action, whether it is a business, whether it is an online tutorial, whether it is online classes, whether it is seminars, events, or your hands. Is it something that your hands can create? Whatever it is it something that your heart can generate love and warmth to help other people? Whatever it is, look inside of you, look in your house. Maybe you have done arts and crafts forever and they're just laying around and you might put them up seasonally. But is it something that you can go and sell that someone else can receive the joy? Whatever it is, take a minute. Don't take a minute. Take some time to think about what you have in the house, whether it's inside of you or whether it's gifts, creations that you have done. Or maybe you always hear music and sounds and beats in your head and it's nonstop. There are musicians, magnificent musicians, that Michael Jackson, Prince, that's how they just created music that will live on, that is still living on beyond them. But whatever it is, take some time, write it down, analyze it, look at it, and see how and what you should do with it. So think about, what do you have in the house? That's it. That's all I have. Just a thought to prompt you in this day and age. You hear a lot. It's an opportunity for you to be able to have something that can sustain you, not just financially, but yes, financially, but allowing you to be able to develop confidence, as well as just to be able to, yeah, definitely be self sufficient. But that's it for now. What do you have in the house? Have a wonderful day. My name is Lisa Wigfall. And if this is your first time stopping through, definitely like, subscribe, and share. The last thing that I want to leave you with, as much as you can, remember to live, love, laugh, and smile. Take care. Until next time. Bye.